Juliet, my child, I'm bringing joyful news for you. On Thursday mornings, the Nobel Conference will come to take you as his bride.
Mother, I will not marry yet. And if I do, it shall be to Romeo, not Paris.
Why Juliet? Paris is wealthy, handsome, and charming. Half of the girls in the Netherlands will be glad to marry him, so why won't you? Never mind, here's come your father. Tell him yourself.
So what? Have you told her the good news yet?
Yes, my lord, but she isn't grateful to hear it.
What? Aren't you proud to have such a wealthy man as your husband?
Not proud, father, but thankful for your love and kindness. Still, I'm too young. I do not wish to marry yet.
Too young? At your age, your mother is already my wife. On Thursday, you go to the church and marry Count Paris. Or never call me that again. I do not care whether you starve, you beg, or you die on the street. Go to church on Thursday.
Please, father, I beg you. Please delay this marriage for a month or even a week.
Do as you wish, for I'm done with you.
Good evening, Verona. This is Verona dialing you, bringing you an executive update on the shocking scene that unfolded earlier today at Capulet residence. Reports say that a joyful announcement of Juliet marriage to Count Paris turned into a heated family conflict. To understand what really happened, we now turn to our correspondent right outside Capulet mansion.
Thank you and good evening from Capulet Estate. I'm standing right here to report the news between Juliet and her parents. Witnesses say there were loud anger and tears, but the truth remains unclear. So let's find out. Hello, sir. Can you tell me what happened in this house since morning?
I came to work as usual today, and I heard something that is unexpected to happen. I hear shouting and crying because at the time I was trimming the rose under Juliet's balcony.
It looked like an argument. What the argument about?
I am not really sure, but what I heard is Lord Capulet shouting at Juliet, saying that she will no longer his daughter if she doesn't listen to him. And apparently I never hear that the poor Juliet cry like this before. It really made me so broken-hearted. Yeah.
Then what happened next?
I'm not sure as well what really happened because I was just under her balcony, but I apparently her nurse is really close to her, so she might know what really happened. And yeah, I also can get her here to figure out what really happened. Okay.
Right.
Okay. She might be over there, so I will go to get her and tell you more about this.
Thank you for the information. Okay, while wait for the nurse to arrive, the atmosphere here remains tense. The Capulet Mason has been unusual quiet today, with the most of the servants refusing to speak about this morning incident. What we do know is that a serious family conflict broke out, leaving young lady Juliet in tears and her father furious. Here she comes. Good evening, madam. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. And could you tell our viewer your name and your position here in the Capulet household?
Good evening, sir. Just call me Nurse. I have taken care of Juliet since she was a child. More like a mother to her than a servant, if I may say so.
Oh, we understand that there was a serious argument here, and this morning between Lady Juliet and her parents. Can you tell me what happened?
It was stressful at that time. I wasn't in the room, but I can hear my lady crying breathlessly, begging her father not to marry her to Count Harris, making the Lord and Madame so angry that a servant didn't dare to pray loudly.
What did she say to make them so angry?
She said she's too young to marry. That's it. And the Lord won't listen, and he shouts back at her, saying she can hang, beg, starve, or die on the street. And if she doesn't obey him and storm off.
Hmm. And what happened after that? Did she agree to marry?
I'm not quite sure that she's agree, but I do heard she begged her mother to have delayed the marriage.
How long did she ask for the delay then?
A month or a week. I have never seen her so heartbroken in all my years serving the family.
How did the lady Capulet respond?
Lady Capulet just turned away and said she can do whatever she wants and won't care about her anymore. Poor child left alone and weeping.
That sounds very distressing. How is the lady Juliet now? Is she okay?
She was crying and shaking. Later, she told me that she would go to Florence Place for advice. Before sunrise, I saw that her she wept across around her head and slipped out of the house quietly. I have never seen her seen.
So to confirm, Lady Juliet has left the house, right?
Yes, I'm sure. I believe that she went to Florence itself near the church, but I can't be sure, so I pray her is safe.
Okay, thank you for sharing with us, nurse, and we hope Lady Juliet find the help she needs. This is a heartbreaking situation inside one of the Verona most respected families. What began planned for the marriage has now turned into a family tragedy and uncertainty about Juliet's whereabouts. Reporting live from Capulet Estate, this is William, Verona Daily News. Back to the studio.
Alright, thank you for your update. To better understand about Juliet Capulet's emotional state, we are joined by Dr. Cheata, a psychologist who specializes on family conflict and adolescent behavior. Thank you for being with us, Dr. Cheata.
Good evening and thank you for inviting me.
Alright, let's go through a few key questions about this situation. Doctor, why do you think Juliet reacts so strongly when her father ordered her to marry with Count Harris?
So Juliet's reactions came from emotional shock and loss of control. She had secretly married Romeo, a man who her family hated. So being told to marry Paris felt like being erased as a person. In psychoanalytic terms, she had a conflict between desire and freedom, and stayed obedient to her parents. These inner conflicts caused her panic and despair.
Alright, thank you, Doctor. And why do you think that Lord Capulet becomes so furious with Juliet's refusal to marry Paris?
So, Lord Capulet value family reputations and social expectations. So when Juliet refused, he interpreted it as a disobedience and a threat to his authority, not as an expression of fear or personal choice.
Alright, Lord Capulet told Juliet to hang, beg, starve, or die in the street. How could such words affect to a young person psychologically?
So words like these can cause weird emotional trauma. So when our parents withdraw love and belonging, it creates feelings of abandonment, worthlessness, and despair. It can push a young person to commit dangerous decisions.
Alright, and what about Lady Capulet's response in turning away from Juliet?
So her emotional withdrawals reinforce Juliet's isolations. When both caregivers reject a child, the impact can be devastating and may lead to hopelessness or extreme actions.
Alright, thank you. And why does Juliet decide to run away to Vuthy instead of confronting her parents again?
So, according to psychoanalytic criticisms, that's called escape behavior. When faced with unbearable pressure, the mind seeks safety somewhere else. So, Juliet went to see Fry Lawrence as a symbolic parent, who is calm, gentle, and non-judgmental, someone who would listen, unlike her parents.
All right, thank you so much. And for the next question, do you believe that Juliet's action is simply teenage rebellion?
Well, I personally think not at all. This is not rebellion. This is survival. She is just trying to protect autonomies and emotional well-being against overwhelming pressure.
All right, move back. What could the Capulet parents have done differently to prevent this crisis?
So they could have listened. Empathy, communications, and compromise are really important. So instead of demanding obedience, they could have explored Juliet's feelings and fear without judgment.
All right, thank you, Dr. Cheata, for your valuable insight. The tragic situation is a reminder of the important compassion within families. We hope Juliet found safe and that healing can begin soon. Thank you everyone for being with us today. And this has come to the end of this new